It's Pimpin Pile, here and now, pimping it all around the town, pimping it up and pimping it down, pimping it in the house. Yeah.
Okay, welcome back to Pimpin Pile. Now this week I was thinking, we finally got our theme, theme song intro thing in, so I was thinking, we might not actually need theme music anymore. But then I thought again, and I thought, no, we gotta have theme music. Cause what's without the theme music? We gotta have the dancing! So we're gonna go ahead and start some theme music, get us in the mood and stuff, yeah. Okay, we're gonna leave that rolling. We're gonna leave that rolling. We're gonna go on with today's episode. Now, for today's episode, I was thinking, a lot of people seem to think it's a matter, in track and everything, and when you're running and when you're doing competitions, a lot of people think that in track coaches, they seem to think that it's a matter how fast you can go. But really, it's a matter how slow you can go. Because if you go slow enough, then you'll wind up at the same time and place as the person that's running really, really fast. And then you can be like, hey, I went slow. I saved calories and didn't do as much work. And I'm at the same place you are. And then, that's sweet. And then, if you're gonna go get a train or something, and then you go after a train, you're gonna, back in the 1920s days, all that good times. And they're robbing trains and stuff, and Bonnie and Clyde and all them people and stuff, yeah. But if you went too fast, then you might wind up going way too early to get to the train. But if you go too slow, you might be there right on the exact dot minute. And that'd be great, because if you get way too early, and this is at times when weather sucked and stuff, and kind of like it does now with all the snow and everything, but it really sucked then. But you know what I think can go the slowest? I think rocks can go the slowest. So we're going to be talking about rocks today, because rocks are really cool. They're really cool. I like rocks. They're really cool. They're really slow, but I guess they're not quite as slow as doorknobs. I really don't like doorknobs though, so we're not gonna do about doorknobs today. I really hate green doorknobs. Green doorknobs with little design pattern stuff on them, and then they got little leaves and fungus stuff growing on them. I hate those doorknobs. One time when I was going around, I was going through this old mansion, this abandoned mansion thing, and then I saw this green doorknob, and then I was like, green doorknob. Do I open it? And you know what? Curiosity got a hold of me, and I opened that green doorknob, and I regretted it, because I went to that mansion, and in that mansion, the floor was pink, mixed with yellow polka dots, and I was like, a pink and yellow polka dot floor, that's bad news. And sure thing it was, that was very bad news, because that pink floor with yellow polka dots, little things came out of them yellow polka dots. I look around, there are little yellow things coming out of these yellow polka dots, and I was like, they're blending in with the yellow polka dots! And then, one yellow thing came out of the yellow polka dot, and it had two little ears, kind of like dogs do, but kind of like humans do, because it had 2 ears. Not 3 or 4, just 2. But anyways, this yellow polka dot, this thing came out of yellow polka dot, had 2 ears, and then there was a little horn thing went backwards, looked kind of like a billy goat sort of deal. But then it had these wide googly eye fish things, and I was like, dude, I don't know about this thing. And that thing was like, dude, I don't know about this thing. And I was like, dude, you mimicking me! And he's like, dude, you're mimicking me! And I was like, dude, that's not cool. And of course, he was like, dude, that's not cool. And so we start fighting. That big googly eye yellow fish thing with 2 ears. It was a tough fight. It was worse than fighting them pirate ninjas and stuff back in the rainforest. I mean, yeesh. Because you know, this little yellow googly eye fish thing, it had these googly eyes so it could see stuff. It could see lots of stuff. And I was like, dude, it can see me. But anyways, we're going to have to go to a little break, and then we'll come back after these special messages, because I just have to go to these messages. Okay, welcome back to Pimpin Pile. Now, we left off, we were talking about this battle with the googly eye fish thing, and I was like, you know, that googly eye fish thing was not fun. And it was yellow, and it had 2 ears. And things with 2 ears, I don't know about that. But anyways, this googly eye fish thing, it had these little it had like 6 legs on it, and then it like jumped around from middle leg to middle leg, and then it used the hind leg to jump back to this other middle leg. And then it jumped off from the other left hind leg to another middle leg, and it was like really weird moving around stuff, and I was like, how does it move like that? And it reminded me like how bunny rabbits move, because I don't know how bunny rabbits move. They're confusing, because they leave their footprints, and then they have like little L things with footprints, and then they go or something. I don't know how they do it. They're weird. I watched Bambi, and then that's how they should have jumped. They should have been like that little thumper person going thump, thump, thump. And that would have been good. But no, bunny rabbits jump weird. And they have 2 ears too. Maybe they were related. Because they had 2 ears, and there was a googly eye fish. But little bunnies don't have googly eye fish things. They don't have googly eyes. And they're not yellow. I don't think they are. Maybe. Maybe. Fraginator bunnies might be yellow. Fraginator bunnies are just scary stuff. But, anyways, I fought that googly eye fish thing. I think it took me 2 hours to beat that googly eye fish thing without any undo buttons. You know, when I'm in battles, I like to have an undo button so I can just go pss, pss, pss. If I mess up, I can just go pss. Except for I don't mess up. I never mess up, no. But anyway, undo buttons are nice, yeah. Except for I don't mess up, so I wound up not using them. But yeah, undo buttons are cool. You know, you should get an undo button sometime. Undo buttons, because they just undo things. Kind of like on computer, but you just like pop them out in life, and then you're like, undo, undo, undo. And it's really sweet. But anyways, you know, after I beat that little googly eye fish thing, I'm walking through this mansion, and then there are these vines coming down and streaming around and streaming around. I'm like, oh, those are pretty good green vines for the green doorknob and the fungus and stuff. And then I kept wandering around these green vines and stuff. And then, you know, this big gateway thing, kind of like Alpha Paley's, but it's kind of cooler, because, you know, it was cool. And it wasn't, except for it had a green doorknob, so that maybe it wasn't cooler. I don't know about that one then. But anyways, I didn't learn from the first time I made my mistakes, and I didn't learn from the first green doorknob. So I wound up opening this green doorknob, this big gateway thing. And then once I was in the gateway thing, I saw this bed, and I was like, I think some monster's trying to seduce me. And I was like, I don't know about monsters trying to seduce me. And then, you know what? Sure enough, this monster was trying to seduce me. And it was a big googly-eyed pink thing. And I was like, googly-eyed pink thing. Where do I remember that from? Maybe I remember from Transformers. Except for they didn't have a googly-eyed pink thing in there. Or anything that was pink, I don't think. You know, I bet it reminded me of my tape dispenser. Because I like my tape dispenser. It's a fun tape dispenser for taping up stuff. Tape dispensers are good. But, with that... Okay, welcome back to Pimpin Pile. Now, let's talk about rocks again. Because we just went to a commercial break about rocks, because rocks are kind of cool, but not quite as slow as doorknobs, but they're still kind of cool. So, I like rocks, because they're kind of cool. But anyways, I found this one rock. This one rock was green, and this green rock was poisonous. Green stuff, you gotta be careful. Except for green ties. Green ties are good. Green ties are very, very good because they just like, they're antidote things to green things, so they just like cancel them out and make you safe, and it's good. Because green ties, they're good. And then they have like a little greenness, and then they go green, and then they come to a green point, and a green point is always a good thing. Except for when it's a little chicken dog with a green point on its head. Chicken dogs with green points on their head, those things can be scary. But I fought lots of chicken dogs with green point things on their head. And they try to use their green point thing and then they go... And yeah, I wound up fighting them. And I won, of course, cause... And I didn't use undo button. I don't use undo button because I don't make mistakes. I don't need to undo things because, yeah, I'm like, yeah. But anyways, we're gonna have to call it night. I'll see you next week on Pimpin Pile. Night. Oh, theme music. We'll have to jack the theme music up.